And welcome back to another episode of RobManWorld. It has been a while and I do apologize. A lot has been going on. And so I do want to do a couple of quick updates and a little bit of information first, and then we will dig into the meat and potatoes of this. So a lot of people have asked on various social media and other platforms an update on how my leg is doing. So we'll do that first really quickly. Much better. The bone itself has managed to solidify and heal properly, and the hardware that's in place is still in place and holding everything together. So I have about 3 titanium plates and 16 screws in there holding it all together and keeping it strong. But that part of the healing is done. Now what I'm dealing with is rehabilitation and the sort of regaining my flexibility and my strength in that leg. I did spend almost 2 years completely sedentary, so sitting down and unable to bear weight on it. So I can now bear weight. I can walk a bit. Like without crutches, without a cane, without anything. I can walk on my own under my own power. I am driving again now, which is very nice. You really don't realize how much you take for granted until you can't walk or drive anymore and you are housebound. It was, I mean, having it start at the start of the pandemic kind of made things a little easier on me because we weren't supposed to go anywhere anyway, but still, it was not the easiest thing in the world to adjust to. But at this point, I am doing physiotherapy twice a week, and I'm doing kinesiology twice a week. So there's 4 different appointments during which I am exercising, working on the muscles in the leg, working on the flexibility, stretching the tendons, and trying to get it back on top form. I still have a ways to go. But that's the update for the leg. Other updates, I am Twitch streaming now. So I'll leave the info down below for you if you'd like to check it out. But twitch.tv/RobManWorld. I am streaming weekdays, Monday to Friday. I am trying to do about 2 hours a day. The schedule is on the Twitch as well. All the links to all that will be down below in the description. But it has been amazing so far, and I am doing my best to make a go of it. So what I want to do is, at least while I'm off, but hopefully into the future, is make an effort to make content creation a bigger part of my life. And eventually maybe it would be nice if this was actually what I do for a living. But that will require a lot of support and a lot of help. So I'm, taking it a day at a time. We'll see what happens. But I've certainly got a solid start, and everyone that has rallied around me has been so amazing and so kind. Honestly, all of you are just unbelievable. I love you all so much, and I do not deserve you, but you are amazing. So thank you so much. But do keep an eye out for that out and about. And if you feel like dropping in, we focus a lot on the chat. The game I'm playing is fun, and I do play the game, but a lot of it is just chatting with you guys. Answering questions, seeing how you're doing, and there's a lot of good communication going on in and amongst the people in the chat, which has been great. As a matter of fact, 2 of the people realize that they're both in Ireland and not that far from each other, and have hit it off pretty well. So that's really, really cool. Really excited to continue with that. But really what this video is for is an unboxing. And I'm sure I've, rambled on long enough. A good friend of mine, Cramptonite, who moderates the streams for me and such, and who I've known for ages, really good friend, gave me a heads up he was sending me a birthday present. And what he sent me was this. And he told me that it's Mega Man related and that it would be awesome and that it would blow my mind and I would hate him for getting it for me. I don't believe that's even possible. Cramptonite, you're the friggin' man, buddy. Honestly, there's no way I could ever hate you. I adore you. But this, and I've ripped off the shipping label so I wouldn't see anything. I just literally, as soon as the package came out, I felt and I just ripped and shredded until it was gone. So I'm going in blind, folks. Here we go. Nope, that's not working. Okay, so brute force isn't gonna work on this guy. Let's see what other plans we've got lying around here. Okay, plan B. Peel the tape with my fingernails like an idiot because I didn't bring a knife, and quite frankly, after all the years of what I've done to John on the Christmas specials with tape, I deserve this. I deserve it. I'll admit it right now. Absolutely. The tape has been removed. All right. Let's see what we've got. Oh, one little strip of tape decided to make me into a liar. Thanks a lot, tape. I don't need your help looking like an idiot. I do just fine on my own. No. 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 Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Wow. I'll try and get some better pictures of this to put up on the screen here. Oh my. Okay, there's a story here, and I'm gonna tell it. So get yourself a nice cold beverage or hot tea and coffee, whatever you want. Sit down and get comfy. Here we go. This is, oh my god. Okay. A long time ago, one of my most prized parts of my Mega Man collection is that I have an arcade cabinet with Mega Man the Power Battle PCB in it. So it started its life as a Street Fighter. I used to volunteer with a guy in Delta back in 1993, 92, 93. A guy named Jeff that had a garage full of arcade cabinets. And this is what he did for a living. I'm riding my bike home. I believe I had just rented Super Metroid. Yes, I had, because I remember showing him the instruction manual. Anyway, I'm riding home. I look into this garage as I'm riding by on my bike. I see all these arcade games, and I just screech to a stop, turn around, and go in. And I knocked, and there's a guy sitting there, and he had like a screwdriver in his teeth. He was holding a soldering iron. He was soldering wires onto contacts. And I knocked. He sort of looked up and I said, "Excuse me, do you own all of this?" And he said, "Yeah, absolutely." I said, "Really? What do you do with them?" And he explained that this was his business. He owned these arcade machines. He distributed them to various locations around, like, you know, pizza shops, corner stores, bowling alleys, places like that. He collected the money out of them, and that's what he did for a living. And the ones that were in his garage were either waiting to be placed or were in need of repairs. So I asked if I could volunteer to assist him in order to learn about these games, and he said yes. And that started a very, very cool phase of my life where I learned about how to wire and maintain and work on arcade machines and with the old CRT monitors in them. And the first one I repaired, he had one in the very back corner of the garage. It was all trash. It was destroyed, just wrecked. And it was a Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. And I said, "So what are you going to do with that?" And he said, "Oh, well, I'm going to pull out the board and get whatever spare parts I can and throw it at." And I just looked at him, I was like, what? Now, I mean, the metal control panel where you put the joysticks and stuff was all buckled and wrecked. It had come out of a hotel in the worst part of town. And it was kicked to crap. Like, it was damaged like you wouldn't believe. But I said to him, "Well, why don't you let me try and restore this, like, right up? And in that case, the worst thing is you lose some time. That's it. But if I fix it, then you have the cabinet back out there to put out and make money on. And I've learned almost everything you could ever need to learn about restoring a machine." So he said yes, and I worked on it. And I took that metal control panel off in a sledgehammer against the concrete floor of his garage, and I hammered that thing flat again, just absolutely smooth. And then I sanded the sides, I filled in any holes in the side with Bondo Auto Body Filler. Speak much? No, I don't. And then repainted it, did new switches, new buttons, redid the wiring, redid the JAMA harness, the whole nine. And he told me when it was done, "That looks great." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "Load it in the van." I said, "Cool, where are we gonna put it?" And he took it to my house and gave it to me. So in 1993, or 92, I think it was, I had a Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition arcade cabinet in my bedroom at 16 years old. Mind blown. Fast forward many years, and I managed to, via an eBay auction, get my hands on a Capcom CPS-1 Mega Man the Power Battle board. Unbelievable. And I've got that in that cabinet now, because most arcade games are wired for what they call JAMA, which is a universal wiring harness. So basically the PCB is a giant cartridge. You just slide the wiring harness on and off of the connector teeth that look like the connectors on a cartridge, like an NES or Super NES cartridge. So I've had that in there for a long time, but the one thing I could never track down was the marquee, the sign that goes at the top with the light behind it that tells you this is Mega Man the Power Battle. And I have seen auctions come and auctions go, and whenever they have shown up, it's been very rare, but when they have, they've been ridiculously expensive and very hard to get a hold of. But I don't know how, where, or why. I don't know if this is an original out of the arcade games or what, but all I know is this is exactly that marquee. This is the Mega Man the Power Battle original arcade marquee that was on these machines back in the day when they were distributed to arcades. This is going to be very, very carefully, I'm going to go and buy some plexiglass that I can stick this to the back of, and then I'm going to install it in my arcade machine, and it's going to live there forever, and I am going to at some point I plan to repaint it now and make it a full-on Mega Man cabinet. But this, oh my god, Cramptonite, seriously, I can't thank you. I can't thank you enough. I don't know how to even wrap my mind around this. I don't know where you found it. I don't know how you got your hands on it. Thank you so very goddamn much. This is unreal. This is the culmination of a very long search and basically like this was a bucket list wish item for me, and I cannot believe I'm holding it in my hands right now. This is Jesus. Thank you. I don't even know what else to say, guys. This is unreal, and I obviously need to get my hands on some tools now and get to work. But that is I have nothing else to say. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I am hoping to start doing more regular content here as well as my weekly, almost daily Twitch streams. So wherever it is, whenever it is, and however it is, I love you guys very much, and I will see you on the next one.